For this problem, we are going to have to find 5 integers whose product is less than 0 and whose sum is negative 26. One way we can do this is negative 13 divided by 1/2, or negative 13 divided by 0 and 5/10. This would give us negative 26. The way we got this is because you have to multiply the denominator by the whole number and the whole number by the denominator. This would give us 13 times 2, which would equal negative 26, and negative 26 times 1, which would give us negative 26. The other way we can do this is negative 13 plus negative 13. If you were to rewrite this equation, it would give you negative 13 minus 13. If you were on the number line, you would have to start at negative 13 and go 13 spaces to the left because you are subtracting, which would give you negative 26. The third way you can do this is negative 52 times 1/2. To do this problem, you have to turn negative 52 into a fraction, which would be negative 52 over 1. So you first have to multiply negative 52 times 1, which would give you negative 52, and 1 times 2, which would give you positive 2. And if you simplify it, it would give you, if you simplify negative 52 over 2, it would give you negative 26. The fourth way is negative 20 plus negative 6. To rewrite this equation, it would be negative 20 minus 6. Since you are subtracting, you're going left 6 times from negative 20. So then, negative 20 minus 6 would equal negative 26. The fifth way is negative 52 divided by 2. You can turn this into a fraction, which would be negative 52 over 2. The reason why we're turning this into a fraction is because fractions equal division. So when you divide negative 52 over 2, it would give you negative 26. For this problem, you had to find how to get from 9 to 21 without repeating any numbers. The first way we can do this is 9 times 3 minus 6. 9 times 3 would give you 27, minus 6 gives you 21. Second way we can do this is 6 times 5 minus 9. 6 times 5 gives you 30, minus 9 would give you 21. The third way we can do this is 9 times 4 minus 14. 9 times 4 would give you 45, minus 14 would give you 21. Finally, we can do 3 times 8 minus 3. 3 times 8 would give you 24, minus 3 would give you 21. For this problem, we are going to have to solve negative 3 plus 5 minus negative 8 plus negative 12 plus negative 12 minus negative 3. Negative 3 plus 5 would give you positive 2. Then we would have to rewrite this equation, which would give you positive 2 minus negative 8 plus 12 plus 12 minus negative 3. To rewrite 2 minus negative 8, it would give you 2 plus 8. Two plus 8 equals 10 plus negative 12 would give you negative 2. Negative 2 plus negative 12 would equal negative 14. Negative 14 minus negative 3 would equal negative 14 plus plus 3. Because you are rewriting the equation. So negative 14 minus 3 would give you negative 11. You're going to have to be solving negative 2 over 3 times 3 plus 2 over 6 minus 2 fourths. Negative 2 over 3 would give you negative 0 and 66 hundredths. And as a decimal, 2 over 6 would equal 0 and 33 hundredths as a decimal. And 2 over 4 would give you 0 and 5 tenths as a decimal. Negative 0 and 66 hundredths times 3 equals negative 1.98 hundredths. 1 and 98 hundredths. Now we are going to add positive 0 and 33 hundredths. Negative 1 and 98 hundredths plus 0 and 33 hundredths would give you negative 1 and 65 hundredths minus 0 and 5 tenths would equal negative 2 and 15 hundredths. How I got that answer is since we are in the negatives in the number line, we are going left. So it is like we are adding 1 and 65 hundredths plus 0 and 5 tenths, which would give you 2 and 15 hundredths. But since we are in the negatives, it would be negative 2 and 15 hundredths.
For the first problem, we're going to have to find 5 integers whose product is less than 0 and whose sum is 26. The first way we could do this is 13 divided by 1/2 or 5 tenths. And this would equal negative, oh, I messed up.
And you were going to curse too, wow.
Oh my god, restart. The second way we can do this is do negative 20 plus negative 6. We would have to rewrite this question, which would be negative 20 minus 6. But since there are 2 negatives, and since there's 2 negatives, this would basically be a subtraction problem. And this would be equaling to negative 26.
Third way you could do this is negative 52 divided, oh no, that's too tiny. Exactly. Look, they're already leaving.
Okay, move.
Well, let's go.
Okay, well, thank you for listening.